I've been a naturalist for around 16 or so years, 16, almost 17 years. That's more of like my career as a naturalist, but I suppose I've been a naturalist my whole life. I'm Joel Robinson, and I'm the director and head naturalist of Naturalist for You, 11-year-old environmental education charity. What it means to be a naturalist. We're a liaison between some particular ecosystem and the general public. I don't pretend to be a scientist, although the more you spend time observing your natural environment, the more you understand it. I've always been drawn to the natural world in terms of an aesthetic, all the details, textures, the colors, and everything. And that's been really inspiring to me, even when I was a child. Tastes pretty good. So my favorite is the short pod mustard greens, and that's first, and then the mallow is second, and then the stork's beak or stork's bill is third for me. We're trying to acquire the land somehow and keep it a farm, and so we've had friends basically as tenants all this time, but we've never actually owned the place.
The issue of this property, and I and others were aware of what had been going on here in terms of attempting to preserve it as open space and a local agricultural site. But about 2 years ago, Joel came forward and indicated that the family that owns the property, who hasn't lived on site for quite a number of years, wanted to sell the property. Joel was very concerned about that and wanted to know if anything our organization, the Old Orchard Conservancy, could do to help get engaged in the preservation effort. And that ultimately brought me to this property.
For the goats, alfalfa.
We have a group of people who volunteer to help maintain this property, and Joel is one of the people who comes and helps on the farm. And then also we've organized workshops to bring people in and have an experience on learning gardening skills, on learning composting, foraging.
If somebody knows how to get something well and they're doing it in a sustainable way, I'd rather support them with whatever money I do have. Just accept that there's better places to grow carrots than here and invest in that person and that landscape. No carrots? Oh! Muchas gracias. Que tenga buen día. My source on citrus has dried out, so now I have to rely on you guys again. There's some good foraging as well, so I'm just gonna get the rest of my greens. But my goal is just to fill up this bag, and then I'm done. Look at this. There's tons of produce in there. Take some time to pay attention to your environment wherever you're at, and you will be rewarded with many gifts. I'm trying. Don't want to eat that one though. I put it on my skin cancer treatment. So.